rod has let out the entire 80 feet of string. The angle his string makes with the ground is 48. How high is the kite at this time? Draw and label an equation and your work. I think draw and label a triangle. So I need to write triangle. And usually you want to think this is going to be the height and the ground, depending on your stuff. So let's go ahead and label that's ground. And this is the height. Okay, they're flying a kite. So we'll just pretend the kite is up to there. Okay, I know it's in the middle, but don't worry about it. Okay, we'll just pretend there's a kite. And the string goes from the ground to the top of the kite, so that's got to be the string here. And the string is 80 feet. The angle the string makes with the ground, so here's the ground and here's the string, so this is the angle we're talking about. That's 48 degrees. And we'll label our triangle according to 48 degrees. This angle here. Well, opposite of this is the hypotenuse. So this is the hypotenuse. 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 And the other side of this 48-degree angle is the adjacent. And across from the angle is the opposite. I don't know anything about the ground, and I don't need to know it, so I'm not going to use it. I need to know this one here. So I'm going to call it X because I don't know it. And I need this one here because I know what it is. So it's 80 feet. So that means I'm going to use the opposite and the hypotenuse. And according to the SOHCAHTOA, the opposite and the hypotenuse is sine, because this is adjacent and hypotenuse, which I don't need. And this is opposite, but this is adjacent, which I don't need, because they both have adjacent, so I'm not going to use those. The sine. So the sine of, because we use this as our reference angle of 48 degrees is, and we said this was opposite over hypotenuse. And the opposite here is my X, which is the one I'm looking for, and my hypotenuse is 80. And then I'm going to punch this in a calculator, because this triangle is this, but any triangle that has a 48-degree angle, and you divide the opposite by the hypotenuse, let me turn that. So I'm going to do the sine of 48 degrees. And that's 0.74. I'm just going to go ahead and write like 4 of them down. That's 0.7431 is equal to X divided by 80 to solve this, now I can just figure out what x is. I multiply by 80 over here, or however you want to do this. 80 over here. Multiplying by 80, dividing by 80 are inverses. They go away. And then this number, well, that's this one. I still have it right here. So I'm just going to hit times 80. And I get 59.451 6 is equal to x. And this is probably also, I don't see it on there, you probably need to know just how many feet. So I'm just going to use this and say, okay, is it 59 or 60? So because that's less than 5, I'm going to keep it at 59. So we'll say x is 59 feet. So you can say the kite is 59 feet high. And there's my answer. Oh, sorry about that. There you go. Right, because that was x.